Whiskey friends, far and wide, we are live. It is Tasty Tuesday, happy hour time. I'm Erik, your humble malt muser. We are going to kick things off as we always do on a Tasty Tuesday with a little happy hour. We got 3 hours of full whiskey chat coming your way this evening. And I will give you all the deets on what the show is going to be looking like over the next 3 hours. So kick back, pull up to the virtual bar, get yourself a little pour in the glass. I got some myself. This is a Highland Park 21. Had to kill that bottle. Sad, but you know, it happens. We got 11 folks in already. Before I set things up, as always here on the channel, I am going to check in on the early birds who are already sitting here waiting to get after it. Let's do this. First in the door, Duluth, Minnesota, Mr. French. I just happen to have a Longmorn 16, so I'll be enjoying this pour with you all. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you, too. Great to see you, French. Hope everything is good up in Duluth. And yes, we will be talking about some Longmorn. Chicago, Illinois, Tamika Ivy. How you doing, Tamika? Delhi, India with Kapil. What's up? Oh, look at this. Tamika's got a Scotch. It's called Glenlivet First Fill. Tastes like a light bourbon, but I'm feeling it. Great. That's a good pour. Nothing wrong with that one. That's a good way to start, especially for a bourbon drinker like yourself. Glad you could hang out tonight. East Texas. What's up with Daniel? Wherever you all are, just poured some Altmore 12 to start before getting into some Longmorn 16. Can't wait to pour some of that. All right. Good deal, good deal. Folks saying hi to each other. Glenlivet 12 is the gateway drug. Hey, ain't that the truth? Juan, beaming the signal from the Oahu Island of Hawaii. What's up, Juan? Your sample is in the mail, my friend. I hope that should arrive to you sometime. Mailed it out on Saturday, bud. So keep an eye out for that. It should be coming your way relatively soon, I hope. And let me know what you think of that sample. So we got Juan in the house. Spreading across the globe here. First fill means first time. Yep. Oh, I see. So Tamika asked what first fill is. Yeah, he's got this covered. Exactly. Aaron Hardiman, what's up, Aaron? Nice to see you, buddy. Where are you located, by the way? I like to give shout outs, so cheers to you. Love to know where folks are joining us from. And I know where this cat is. It's Tony holding it down in King of Prussia, just up the road here from me. What's up, Tony? Great meeting you this weekend, my friend. Tony and I gave him his winnings from the raffle last week. And we were both doing a little shopping at a favorite store of ours. Great to see you, Tony. Thanks for stopping through. Whiskey Straight Al, Paris, France. How are you, man? Cheers to you, too. Great to see you. And we got the other half of Chicagoland in the house. Silverlock. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Happy Tasty Tuesday to you as well. All right, we got a good crew in. Let's get after it, y'all. Happy Tasty Tuesday. Let's do this. So here's what we got on tap tonight. I am going to be sipping on the Longmorn 16-year-old single malt Scotch. This is one that, you know, a lot of people talk about, but not a lot of people I know have had. I've been sipping on it for a little bit, but it's been a minute. So I'm looking forward to getting into this tonight, and we can talk a little bit about this Longmorn 16 and Longmorn in general. I'm also going to taste a sample provided generously by our friend Tony up in King of Prussia. It is a sample of a Ben Nevis. I have to look and see. I think it's an independent bottling. Looking forward to trying that out, as I am very much a greenhorn when it comes to the Ben Nevis releases. So I'm looking forward to trying that. And then, of course, at 9 o'clock, Tasty Tuesday, Telex and Malt Show will launch. We're doing some peated whiskeys tonight, but we're doing peated whiskeys that are not from Islay. So if you're looking to learn about some peated whiskeys that, you know, maybe you've never heard of, or conversely, are just looking to try some stuff that's not necessarily coming from the famed island of Islay on the west coast of Scotland, you are in luck. We are going to be in hour number 1 tasting the Lechag Sinclair Series Rioja cask finish. This is an NAS release from Tobermory, who makes Lechag. We're going to be getting into that. And in hour number 2, we're going to be checking out Aaron the Bothy, which is their quarter cask release. So looking forward to getting into both of those. We got some good peated whiskeys to try tonight. If any of y'all have any of those bottles or are interested, I will drop the link when Telix is ready to launch the show. I'll pop that right in the chat for everybody, and we will get into it. I see that Silverlock out in Cali is in the house. Oh, pardon me, Donner Pass. What's up, Donner? Great to see you as always. And my friend in Jersey got some Anok 12. Kids are in bed. All right, man. Living your best life. There we go. Nika from the Barrel has Ben Nevis in it. There you go. There you go. I'm the one that likes the second Longmorn over the first one. Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about that too, for sure. Before we start tonight, for those of you who don't know, there is some good, interesting news coming out of a great Islay distillery called Laphroaig. Over the last week, I found some info on our good friend, the interwebs. Some of y'all may know about this already, but basically, they are releasing two new whiskeys this year, at minimum. There's a core range whiskey coming out, which is a 10-year-old sherry oak finished Laphroaig, which they're going to be adding to their core range. So the age statement is on it. It is finished in Oloroso sherry. It is going to be at 48% ABV. So that's going to be super exciting. I think the retail on that's $70, something like that. So I cannot wait to try that. As a Laphroaig fanboy, I'm eagerly awaiting that. The other thing that I got some great news on, and I stumbled across this just yesterday when I was looking online at a shop. I'm going to pull up the info here just so I can make sure I read it to y'all properly. We've got a leak of the new Laphroaig Carchis. So that is their annual Friends of Laphroaig release. We see those on the shelves here around summertime in the U.S. The Laphroaig Carchis this year, unless my source here is wrong, but this liquor store literally had it on their website. It is a cask strength Pedro Jimenez cask. And so this is what they're saying it's all about. The Carchis 2021 is triple matured. It is first matured in first fill American X bourbon. And then second is American XO quarter cask. So we're going to have quarter cask and first fill bourbon going on in there. And then it's finished off in European oak PX hogsheads. This is going to be cask strength. I'm assuming it's going to be probably well over 50%. So we are looking at a triple matured cask strength PX finished Carchis this year. Who is excited about that? I am. 58.9% looks to be the ABV that is stated on here. I don't know if that's what it's going to be at the end of it. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is the official label. I'm sure y'all can't probably see this very well, but that is what it looks like. So we have some exciting Carchis this year. I'm very much looking forward to this. I do appreciate Laphroaig's sherry and wine finishes that they've been doing on their Carchis releases. The one last year didn't really knock my socks off, nor did the triple wood cask strength. But a PX, the only PX whiskey that Laphroaig actually has, as far as I've ever seen, is a travel exclusive PX whiskey. I did get the opportunity to taste that when I was in London a couple of years ago, but it was good. But to get a cask strength version of this, these are things that are, to me, looking like they're going to be really, really good. So we got a 10-year-old sherry oak finished Laphroaig, 48%, which is joining the core range. Long overdue, in my opinion. And then really exciting about this Carchis PX finished. It's a triple matured, and you're looking at almost 60% ABV on that. So if you're a Laphroaig fan, save your pennies, because these bad boys are going to be showing up on shelves soon. The Laphroaig, the 10 sherry oak is already popping up in Germany. So I'm hoping it's going to show up around here relatively soon. All right. Let me hop back in the chat. All right. Donner Pass. like the second Longmorn over this. Yeah. So yeah, that's a thing. We're going to chat about that. Silverlock, love Lechag and Aaron, but don't have those two expressions. Man, Aaron's new stuff especially has been really, really impressive. The Lechag, I think, is only a UK release, but I mean, if you've had the Lechag 10, you know the Lechag 10 is delicious, as is the Lechag 18. Ben Nevis is a single cast nation. There you go, 6-year-old. Awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. You haven't had the Longmorn either. Okay, good to know. Good to know. There you go. The TTB site. I'm not sure what that one is. Do share. 52? Yeah, I thought it might have been 48, but you might be right that it was 52. Oh, here's some other unfortunate news. What's up, Alan? Breaking news, Glendronach to chill filter. What? And just another reason that I'm going to avoid the new Glendronachs. Really? Why would they do that? They're going in the wrong direction. Yeah, seriously. Yep, I agree, man. I mean, these sound fantastic. I've always wondered. I mean, this is one of the things that's been missing from their core range, is just a nice, heavily sherry influenced Laphroaig. I'm surprised it's taken this long. I like the fact that they're keeping the age statement on it. They're bottling at 48%. I mean, come on, right? A sherry influenced Laphroaig is always good, so I'm looking forward to that one. And then the Carchus is going to be great. Lechag 10, yeah, Lechag 10 is fantastic. That was in my top 5 whiskeys of the year last year. I love that stuff. All right, so we got Alan, the whiskey friend. Alan, have you heard about these new Laphroaigs yet? Hey, what's up, Mike? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I was just sharing a little info that I've come across about the new Laphroaigs. I don't know if you've heard about them. I, for one, am quite excited about these. Peter White, Ontario, Canada. Yeah, their single case prices are insane. No doubt about it. No doubt about that. Yeah. All right. I am going to get this Longmorn 16 in the glass, and we can chat a little bit about this one. I described it on the description here on the video. 1 second. Glass. Oh, okay. It's enigmatic, and I think that actually kind of holds true. And the reason is like, it's one of these whiskeys that you hear whiskey heads talk about. It's not exclusive by any means. It's also, from what I understand, the only distillery release that Longmorn does. I'm assuming they do the most of their stuff in they give it to blenders, but they have had 2 versions of this. As Donner Pass was alluding to, there was like a green bottle version, which got a lot of hype from folks. The more recent version of it comes in a purple box. It's kind of an interesting display purple box like this. This is what the bottle looks like. They are a Speyside whiskey. It's got this interesting like rubber thing on the bottom here. It is non-chill filtered. It is at 48%, which is awesome. For a 16-year-old, that's great. And it's all, I think, ex-bourbon. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Longmorn, the distillery itself. So this is what I was able to find out. I mean, they have a relatively big distillery. They got 4 wash stills and 4 spirit stills. They're owned by Pernod Ricard. Yeah, I mean, they have a bunch of these like different single cast bottlings, but this is the only one of these that the only thing I've ever seen from them, like straight from their distillery. So this may in fact be the only whiskey that they actually release. I'm not sure. In any event, this is around a like $70 to $75 bottle in the US. And I'm going to pour a little bit in the glass. As you can tell, I've had a couple drams of it. I've quite enjoyed it. But it's been a minute. So I'm going to get into this one. So if you're looking for something a little off the, off the radar, something that's not exactly, it's not your Glenlivet, your Glenfiddich. It's definitely not a Macallan. I mean, this is kind of a craft whiskey. It doesn't say anything about color, unfortunately, but here's what else does it have to say. A remarkable expression of age and elegance. There you go. And here on the back, it was envisioned as the pinnacle of exquisite taste. Okay. I love the advertisement. It just says aged in oak for 16 years. I think it's all ex-bourbon. And yeah, so 48%. There you go. This is probably one of those types of whiskeys, sort of like Lachag, which we'll be talking about later, which might be easily overlooked. So we'll get into this in a sec. Let me catch up on the chat quick. Did you like the Carchus Fino? Yeah, I liked that one pretty well. It wasn't probably in my favorite of the Carchus releases, but it was up there. It was a good whiskey. I mean, really, the Carchuses that I've had every Carchus from 2014 on, and I would say that my favorites are the 2015, which is the 200th anniversary, where they use it was like a local barley or something like that. It was really, really good. The 2017 is the quarter cask bottled at cask strength, which I just absolutely love. It's a 2-note pony, but it's just amazing. As far as the wine finishes go, the Fino is probably my favorite. I have had the 2013 Portwood, which was really good, but those are impossible to find. Yeah, the triple wood cask strength, kind of tier 2. The red wine port one they did last year, I was like, it was okay. Then there was that 2016 with the Madeira. That one I didn't care for that much, but I tasted it so early in the journey. The 2014, which is the Amontillado, that's a really good one. So yeah, I mean, a little bit all over the board, but this new one this year is really got my attention. Oh yeah, Mike. Okay, so here's the deal. So the Laphroaig Carchus this year is a cask strength PX finish. It is. Let me just double check. First fill bourbon, quarter casks, and then refill PX. Or I'm sorry, second fill. Yeah, refill PX. So it's going to be, pretty impressive. But they are adding another whiskey to their core lineup, which is a 10-year-old Sherry Oak. So it's basically a 10-year-old bottled at 48% and then has a finish in Oloroso. So there's two new, at minimum, these two new Laphroaigs coming out this year. Emily Chambers, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope all is well in Florida. Raise a glass to you. Ex-bourbon. Okay. Yeah. Thunder Pass might be right about that. Okay. That makes sense. All right. Well, let's get into this Longmorn. So I'm not sure about the color here. Again, let me know in the chat if you had Longmorn 16. What else do you know about Longmorn? As I was kind of setting things up, it is a whiskey that, probably doesn't land on the radar of a lot of folks. I mean, it sure looked, I don't know. It's hard to tell with the color of this. But it doesn't say anything about natural color, so we can assume they've added color to it. It is 48%, and I believe it is all ex-bourbon, 16 years old. From Speyside, and I'll tell you right away, the nose on this is fantastic. Vanilla caramel. There's a nice kind of gingerbread kind of thing going on, baking spices. But it's all really balanced. Subtle. Really nice legs on it too. Sticky. So yeah, just so everybody's aware, this is the purple release. So I think this bottle is probably from 2019 or 2020. I'm not sure what the difference is between this and the green box, which came out years earlier. I'll tell you on the nose, it reminds me a bit of the Compass Box Spice Tree, but a bit more refined, a bit more rounded. Yeah, there's a nice spice in this. It's definitely ex-bourbon. I'm not detecting any fruit in it at all. If you dig deeper in it, though, it's more of these like subtle baking spices, like your allspice, nutmeg kind of stuff. Pretty by the numbers when it comes to a bourbon cask, but I'll tell you this. It's just balanced so well. Again, warm gingerbread. Let's give it a taste. Happy Tasty Tuesday, y'all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is really good. It arrives really oily. It almost seems older than 16 years old. It's so well-rounded. It's sticky. Coats your entire mouth. and it's just incredibly balanced. Vanilla, milk chocolate, dark chocolate, and then there's like a hint of, I don't know, maybe like a dark fruit, but it's really subtle. As it develops, malted milk balls, vanilla milkshake. You get a hit of this of spice. It's like cinnamon. It's slightly tannic, but it's rounded out. Like you get a little bit of a drying note as it goes into the finish, but there's also this nice creamy juiciness to it. Long finish too. Man, this is a really good whiskey. Again, US price on these, I think it's around $75, which these days for a 16-year-old age statement whiskey, especially at 48%, good luck. No peat or anything as far as I can detect, but this is just a really, it's almost like a dessert whiskey. Again, I compare it kind of to Compass Box Spice Tree if you've had it, but it's like if Compass Box Spice Tree had a 18-year-old age statement on it or something like that. It's all those flavors, those nice rounded cinnamon, a little bit of clove, a little bit of nutmeg, the allspice. Nothing is too edgy on this. Everything seems to be like really well crafted. It doesn't have I don't know. Let me go in a little bit more on this. The nose though, man, it's fantastic. Subtle. Kind of a minimalist bottle. There's not a lot of flair to their stuff. God. Yeah, that's really good. It's relaxed. This is a whiskey you could relax with for sure. Slow sipper, like a nice, well-rounded, balanced bourbon where nothing is like aggressive in your face, but you're getting all the flavors you want. Yeah, this is like a porch sipper, man, for sure. I'm going to do a little bit more of this. In fact, I'm going to put some water on it just to see what happens. I will say I'm picking up a little bit of a citrus acidity on the finish. I don't know if it's borders on alcohol or not. Maybe a little mint as well, but man, I just feel like they've done a lot to hone the craft on this release. And again, like I said, I've never seen anything from Longmorn in terms of like distillery releases other than this 16-year-old. So with the water on it, man, it gets even more coy on the nose, which makes no sense. Yeah, it's just kind of by the numbers bourbon notes, but it's just done so damn well. Be a little bit more sweetness and honey, but barely. Maybe a hint of apple coming through. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Such a chill whiskey. Even when that kind of drying spice hits on the back end of the development, it's still like, it's not too much that it like forces your attention. Like you notice it, but the creamy, again, caramel, the vanilla, the chocolate, all the stuff that you'd expect from bourbon, just kind of rounds it out in a nice, subtle way. This is really good. I don't know where it fits in. I think that, yeah, I think in part this is a whiskey that, I can envision just like slow sipper after a long week. You don't want anything that's going to make you have to think. You just want to chill out. Maybe an after dinner pour. it's not loud, but it's profound. Here's one more look at that box. Again, this is not exclusive by any means. You can probably find this at any decent local shop. I think it might be worth a pickup. It kind of fills a void, especially for me, who I'm somebody who really likes bold flavors and a lot of stuff. But this kind of just fits right in there. It's like a nice chill contrast. Let me see what's going on in the chat. I will say, as this has sat here longer with the water in, I'm starting to get a hint of like tropical fruit, which is great. Silverlock. Oh, okay. Yeah, 48%. That makes sense. Got it. Thanks for looking that up. Yeah. When I was typing it out to put the video in, I misspelled it. I had to go back and fix it because that's what I wrote. Most definitely. Most definitely. Oh, yeah. Buna 12, especially for, yeah. Buna 12 is a great entry into the Scotch world. Wee Beastie is serious business, though. You enjoyed that too? I would definitely encourage you to try the Ukadal if you ever get the opportunity. God. There's even like some hints of like, you ever had like jerk chicken or like anything that's Jamaican spiced? There's like a hint of that in this. It's sweet, it's peppery, but it's subtle. Lemon drop, interesting. Yeah, that's a really great point. So like I do wonder if to some degree they're like repurpose some of that stuff. Jack up the ABV. Man, this Longmorn 16, I'm a fan. Not even gonna lie, I'm a fan. This is good. Oh wait, I don't want to miss that. Aaron's not playing. First the Ben Nevis 19. Oh man, do keep us posted on that, bro. Me and well, we got 22 folks in, so that's awesome. What's up, Richard? How you doing, buddy? Great to see you. 16 is 120 at Total Wine in LA. I get chocolate oak similar to Corey Vrecken. It doesn't say triple matured. As far as I saw, it just says aged in oak cask 16 years. Oh wait, you're right. It does. It says matured in 3 types of oak cask. Huh? I missed that. Thanks, Richard. By the way, check out K&L or High Times. HI-Times. If you're in Southern California, you'll be able to find it cheaper than that. This cheaper than that. I mean, that Total Wine prices are raised. You're right. It is triple matured. My apologies. It's got to be all ex bourbon, or maybe there's European oak. I don't know. It doesn't say. It only mentions it once in small print on here. It doesn't say anything about it on the back. You know, let's see. I don't know. But it is good. Thank you for pointing that out, Richard. Appreciate it. Dram, dude. Cody, how you doing, man? California's in the house. We got Richard in SoCal. We got Dram, dude. Yes, you and me both. And I tell you, I get a little bit of that. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, Oogie is what it is, man, for sure. Scotch Comic, hey, what's up? Happy Tasty Tuesday. Thanks for swinging in. Yeah, please do. Smash the like button. If you're not a subscriber, would appreciate your subscription too. You know, we do this every Tuesday. This is just a warm-up. I'm going to give everybody an update. So, you know, we're just checking out this Longmorn 16, which I am freaking loving. This is a really great dram. If you can find it for 75, even $80, I think this is worth it. I would get your hands on it. After this, I'm going to taste out a Ben Nevis single cask nation sample. And then at at noon. High noon. High 9. I will drop the link in the chat. Telex and I are going to be doing our Tasty Tuesday Telex and Malt show. We are doing non-Isla heavily peated whiskeys. Hour number 1, Lecheg Sinclair Series Rioja Cast Finish. Hour number 2, Aaron Quarter Cast the Bothy. So we got 2 great non-Isla heavily peated whiskeys that we're really excited to share with everybody. I'm looking forward to that one. Molasses is in the house. What's up? Cheers. Nothing online that says what those 3 maturations are. Yeah, I'm assuming they're all just, they have to be, I don't know, ex-bourbon, maybe a refill. Who knows? What is that Deanston behind? Oh, Dram dude. I gotta take a pause for this. So what this is here, this is a Deanston 28 years old. It's from 1991. It is 45%, and I believe it is 3-year finish in Muscat wine barrels. So it's it's basically 25 years in ex-bourbon, and then I think it is 3 years in Muscat. Yeah, so it's 28-year-old Deanston. I haven't opened it yet. Looking forward to it. Yeah, this one I'm really excited about. I have another Deanston, actually, that you might find sort of interesting. I got this relatively recently. This is a Deanston 23 Oloroso matured. This one is 50.2%, so basically almost probably a cast strength for a 23-year-old. That's all Oloroso. I don't know if you've had this one, but do let me know, because I did this in a trade for a Beneficial, so I'm looking forward to it. Yes, indeed. Oh yeah, that Deanston in the U.S. is like close to 500, but I found it overseas for like less than 350. I can totally send you the link if you want to email me at malt.muser. I can show you where to grab it. What else is going on? All right, sweet. Anyways, so I'm going to do a full review of this Longmorn. I'll be honest with you right now. This is in that 375 range. This is like, if you find it at a good enough price, I think it's really worth getting. This is fantastic. Yeah, man, indeed. Hit me up. Just shoot me an email at malt.muser. I'll share the link with you. There's only like a couple thousand bottles of it. This place literally has it for like sub 300 or sub. Yeah, it's under 400 for sure. If speaking of that, yeah, money go bye. Hopefully I'll be able to show it to you next week. But I got a Lagavulin 16 White Horse. Should be showing up here relatively soon, randomly. Last one on an obscure website in the UK. Had to buy it. I'm hoping it shows up. I will definitely show it to you. I don't know if you've had one of those before, but it was definitely a money go bye situation, but I had to do it. Oh, that's good to know. Thanks, Donner. Right on. All right, y'all. So, Longmorn 16, this is worth it. I really think like this whiskey will fit right in anybody's bar, man. It hits all of these really nice notes. It's complex but subtle. It's well made. It's 48%, so you're not getting some like low 40% ABV or anything like that. It's just killer, man. This is a 375 range for me. I mean, it might even hit a 4 after I dig into it a little more, but high praise for this. Like I said, keep your eyes up peeled because it sounds like the cost can vary pretty drastically around the country for that. All right, let me get this Ben Nevis out. Where is it? These are some samples that were generously supplied by my friend up the road in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. Tony. So what we got going here, and do let me know in the chat if you no, I didn't. I'm just going into debt, man. What are you talking about? What's up, Alphacron? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Cheers. Happy Tasty Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in. Great to have you in the house. We just finished talking some Longmorn. So this Ben Nevis that I'm going to get into here, this is the first Ben Nevis I've ever had. This is a cask, this single cask nation, 67.6%. It looks like it's 6 years old. This is like some hazmat. I don't know really much at all about Ben Nevis, so I'm looking forward to showing you my ignorance. Oh, wow. Is it? Damn. Yeah, I got to open that thing up. Yeah, let me know. If anybody wants to know about that Ben Nevis, I suppose I could just drop the link in the chat. Otherwise, just email me, malt.muser@gmail.com. I'd have to go back and remember where I found it, but you know that guy, Mr. Debt. Yeah. No, I've actually been pretty solid on it. It was I like to keep a little bit of pennies in the piggy bank for rainy days where I stumble across something that I'm like, I have to get. That Deanston was one of them. The White Horse Lagavulin is another. Wow, funky. All right, I'm gonna let this Ben Nevis chill out for just a second. And yeah, as Daniel said, if if you're new to the channel, do hit subscribe. I appreciate your support. We do this every Tuesday for happy hour, and again, we got 2.5 more hours of whiskey chat coming up. My review this Friday is going to be the Alberta Premium Cask Strength, not the 65.1%, the 66%. So if you've been seeing that on the shelf by you, check out my review before you buy it. I'll just put it that way. Get back into my Highland Park here, which is my standby while we do this. Indeed, sir. You speak truth. Yeah. That's the truth. I mean, if any of y'all are on Instagram and aren't following Dram Dude, do it. Not only does he consistently show off some really, really stellar whiskey that he has, he also has an incredible eye for photography. So if you want to see really nice pictures of whiskey, follow Dram Dude. He's got a lot of really good stuff. I've quite enjoyed it. So if you're on Insta, check it out. In your page. Never had a Longmorn or Ben Nevis. This Longmorn 16 is, man. Let me just, I want to make sure that I was right about this. I'm just going to do a quick search on Wine Searcher. Longmorn 16. Oh. Wow. I don't know what's happened since the last time I bought this, but it looks like it's not quite as available as it used to be. I'm seeing it for around 78, 80 US, but damn, overseas prices are crazy. I don't know, man. I wonder if the Canadian batches are different than the ones here. Because I'll just be totally straight up. The one that I bought is awful. But it might be different than one you're talking about. Pickled Hound, what's up, buddy? Yeah, you missed some Longmorn 16 chat. And now we're going to get into a single cask nation 6-year-old Ben Nevis. I don't know what the hell's going on with this. So I'm going to be checking it out in a second. Great to have you, Jack. How are you, man? Ooh, good. Yeah, DM me. Yeah, cheers, buddy. Always, man. Hey, man, we got the Southern California contingent in. We got Robert. We got Cohen. We got Dram Dude, I think is in Northern California. Donner Passes, I think, is a little further north. What's up, West Coast? I see you. Good to hang out, y'all. We got 24 folks in the house. That's fantastic. I am about to jump in to, what is this? At Andrew Pita, try that. To be honest, not impressive for 24-year-old brew. It said Alpha Crown. Okay. Good to know. Ben Demon Hunter. What's up, Calgary, Alberta, Canada? No, it is not. My review is going to drop on Friday. Check it out. No, it is definitely not. The U.S. release, at least. I don't know about what it is in Canada, but I'll tell you the U.S. release is. Don't go buying that 66% one thinking it's the award-winning one. Let me just put it that way. All right. Single Cask Nation, Ben Nevis. It is 67%, 67.6%. Thank you, Tony, my good friend up the road from Philly here he's in King of Prussia. Appreciate you for this sample. And immediately I'm getting what I expected, which is something that I don't know how to describe because Ben Nevis is a very unique whiskey. There is a funkiness to this I've never experienced before. It's tart. It's kind of fermented. It's almost got a bit of that Springbank Dunnage Warehouse thing. It's almost has like kimchi. As weird as that sounds, like that kind of tart. I don't know, tart. How would you describe the smell of kimchi? It's kind of funky, rank. There's a lot of like sour. There's like a lot of sour. It almost is like a sour beer to some degree. There's more sour going on in this than I've ever noticed in a whiskey. And honestly, it's kind of dominating the nose. I'm going to try this neat. It's about all I'm getting. Grape. Oh, wow. That's huge. This has to be ex-bourbon cask, I would assume. It's very oily, rich, honey, toffee, apple, caramel, all that good stuff. And then you just get this huge hit of spice and alcohol. But the alcohol is nicely kind of rounded off. Even at 6 years at this proof, medium finish, kind of like a peanut brittle. What else is there? Maybe like a nice lemon citrus to some degree. There's a honey, nice kind of like fresh barley. Wow, this is really good. I can't believe that this landed as well as it did at 60-some%. The nose does not. The nose is so different than the palate and the finish on this. Again, I'm a total noob with Ben Nevis, so I don't know what I'm actually doing. I'm just kind of, I don't know what to expect, which in a way makes this a lot of fun. There's a like peach, like a peach cobbler, like a nectarine kind of thing going on. I wonder if there's like a sherry in this or something. I don't know. Let me know in the chat if any of y'all have had Ben Nevis or anything from Single Cask Nation of theirs in general. The nose is, I've never had a nose like this on a whiskey. Tony, if you're still in the house, man, thank you for this. This is fun. Boy, though, man, totally different. Cohen said, Ben's asking what dram that is. Oh, yeah. So this is a Single Cask Nation Ben Nevis It is 6 years old. It is 67.6% ABV. Yes, first time. So I don't even know what's going on in this. Alpha Crown says this is first fill Amontillado. Okay. I can sort of see that, but this funkiness is like, it's like grapes or kimchi. I know that sounds bizarre, but wow. That is something else. The nose doesn't match the flavor at all. I thought I was going to get something very sour, bitter. Instead, it's very sweet. It's very like first fill bourbon cask caramely. It's delicious. So oily. I'm putting some water on this, maybe like 3 drops, 4 drops, 5 drops. So the sour note comes back a little bit now, but it's so well harmonized with the sweet vanilla and the caramel that you just get a little bit of like a extra heft to it. It just kind of like gives it a little bit more life and edge. Wow. Wow, this is interesting. All right. With water, again, it's like white grape. It's like stewed dark fruit, dark chocolate, maybe coffee, like a very acidic coffee. This is some funky stuff. The fact that this is only 6 years old blows my mind. Wow, with water, it really takes the heat and spice off of it. That's fantastic. I don't love the nose on this, or at least I'll say this. I'm like confused by the nose. I would need some more time with it. It's hard to do in this, but I'll tell you, everything else, killer. If this is, I mean, this is definitely sparking my interest in Ben Nevis. Wow. It's just hanging on. It's almost like cabbage. There's like a cabbage. Listen to me. I'm talking about cabbage. I don't know. Like, that's just what's happening. But again, the dominant things here are honey, dried honey, maple syrup, like a nice quality maple syrup, not with the extra sugar added. Vanilla, caramel, toffee. This is ex-bourbon cask for sure, I would assume. That sweetness just balances out that sour funk in such a great way. Yeah, I'm impressed. Thank you, Tony. Oh, it looks like Tony is still in the house. Great. I was very curious your thought. Simulcast Nation does a great job picking oily. Yeah, oily is oily for sure. I mean, the fact that this is almost 68%, it's almost completely drinkable neat. Yeah, it definitely did. Thank you for this. Wet dirt coffee ground and sultan. Yeah, the coffee thing, I picked that up when I added water, especially. Great call on that. Those are good notes, Alpha. That I don't know. Tony, do you have a sense of what the price is on this? Alpha says 90 plus shipping. Yeah, this is worth it for 90. Even at that low age, it's worth it. Yeah, white grape. White grape. Yep. Yeah, I was picking up the grape for sure. Peter White said, oh, I missed Peter White. Sorry. 1997. Daily Select Sherry Cast. 18. Ooh. Yes. Yes, there's coffee going on, but there's a lot more than coffee too. It's like one of those I'm trying to think, the coffees that have a little bit of that kind of fruit character to it. God, I'm spacing out. I'm not showing my coffee acumen right now. Yeah, this is a little bit on the crazy side. Let me just check in here. So we are close to Telex time. As you all know, it is Tasty Tuesday, and that means we're just getting started. So happy hour. I do appreciate everybody hanging out. If you haven't yet and you're enjoying the show, hit the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, love for you to subscribe. I am almost at 800, which means I'm closing in slowly but surely on that magical 1,000 mark. So I appreciate all y'all's support to help me reach that milestone and keep the good chats going. And at 9 o'clock, as we always do on Tasty Tuesday, I will drop the link here just so you guys can have it ready in hand. Telex and I will be doing the Telex and Malt show, where we're going to be talking the Lecheg Rioja cask finish, and Aaron quarter cast the Bothy, 2 heavily peated non-Isla peated smoky whiskeys. Peaberry, perhaps. Peter White said only 200. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm impressed with this Ben Nevis. I'm not, this is my first time trying it. I'll tell you, the nose, I could see why the nose could scare somebody off, but it is worth it. Great to see you, Emily. As always, hope everything's well in Florida. Catch you next week. Cheers. Man, I can't say that I've ever had a whiskey that I felt like the nose didn't match the palate and the finish as much as this one. And I'm not saying this in a bad way. And by the way, thank you for this generous sample. Tony, seriously, what is this? That's enough Ben Nevis for me to really get into it. I appreciate it. Yeah, good stuff. What's everybody got in their glass? Does anybody have any Lecheg or Aaron whiskeys that they're going to be pouring tonight? I would love to know, as we are going to head into the live show with Telex relatively the Lecheg Sinclair Rioja cask. This is an interesting one. I was able to find it overseas. Zach Andrews is in the house. What's up, Zach? I am. Yes, I definitely am. I've had a sample of it, and I was really, really impressed. How did you know that I was looking for that? You said the sherry oak. Oh, the bodega? I'm assuming Zach is friends with our good friend Tony. Or I'm sorry, not Tony, Daniel. I'm just going to go out and guess. Hit subscribe, Zach. Dude says I know people. You definitely do, man. Are some of them like psychic mind readers? Because that I don't know. But it was sub $40 or sub $45 on Whiskey International online. So like that's the only reason I grabbed it. Sherry cast strength. Yeah, man. Dude, Aaron's new stuff I think is fantastic. Have you had the 21? Has anybody had the Aaron 21? Oh. He knows what's up. The Bothy batch 3. What is the batch that I have? So this is the one that we're going to be doing in hour number 2 of the Telex and Malt show tonight. I didn't know that they had batch numbers on this. Does it look like this, Jack? Oh, there you go. Ardmore and Lecheg 10. Yeah, you know what's up. Uh-oh, Texas, you're rivaling the California caucus in here, man. We got Aaron 18. Yeah, right on, right on. Okay. Well, I'm all about that wine. Yeah, yeah. It's not bad, man, and it's cheap, and they'll ship to you. But you should definitely email me because I want to make sure you can find that Deanston at a price you like. But do it when you're ready. You know what I mean. Anyways, yeah, this is the Aaron Bothy I have. I know that they had put some out prior to this in their older labeling, so I'm wondering if they used to put batches on. Okay, so yeah, he did. Okay, so you have an older one. Cool. Yeah, heavily peated. Yeah, this thing is super peated. If it's not, I'd be surprised because it is so intense. It reminds me of, I mean, it's not smoky. It's much more just like the peat oak influence than it is the smoke. And I think there's another release that they've done, which I think this reminds me of a lot, which is the Macramore. If you've ever read the Macramore, it's definitely not smoky, but it's like heavily peated. So you get a lot of that effervescence. One sec. All right, let me just double check here on Telex, because I think we are probably getting super close to Telex time. Yeah, all right. Let me just make sure we got this dude all set here. All right, here's that link again, y'all. We're going to head over there in just a second. And Telex will be starting up in, less than 2 minutes. All right, y'all. Again, appreciate everybody for hanging out, as I always do. I do have a review popping up on Friday. All my reviews come on Fridays. It will be of the, behind me now, Alberta Premium Cast Strength. The second one that showed up in the U.S., it is 66% ABV. I'll be dropping that on Friday, and as always, Tuesday whiskey chats are up. So yeah, if you enjoyed the show, hit the thumbs up. If you're new to the show, I'd love for you to subscribe. We have a great chat here every Tuesday, and appreciate you all very much. I am going to go get myself ready for the Telex show, and I'll drop that link in there one more time. What's up, Trooper? How are you? We're about to migrate on over to Jason the Whiskey Tech. All right, y'all. I'll catch you guys over on the other channel in just a minute. Cheers.